Welcome to County Report this week. I'm Michael Bruin. Thank you for watching. October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and recently Montgomery County Executive Mark Elridge, County Council member Sidney Katz, and other county leaders gathered to promote free services Montgomery County offers in addressing domestic violence.
So this work is critically important. It takes a lot of people to do it. Unfortunately, domestic violence is all too prevalent in our society, and the cost to people can last a lifetime. Many victims struggle with the effects of domestic violence for years beyond the incident, and it's obviously traumatic, and it's important that we have a full range of services from prevention to healing.
Beginning in 1981, the National Coalition Against Domestic Abuse designated October as a day of unity to connect battered women's advocates nationwide. Domestic violence affects women and men, and it takes many different forms. It affects every race, religion, culture, and status. We have come a long way, especially in Montgomery County, in recognizing the many forms of domestic violence, providing services to victims, and in holding the offenders accountable.
You may not realize this, but there are over 400 manufacturing companies in Montgomery County. And on November 8th, County Executive Mark Elridge is co-hosting an event for manufacturers with RMI, the Regional Manufacturing Institute of Maryland. The event is called Montgomery Manufacturing Business Connect, and joining us to tell us more is Mike Galeazzo, the president of RMI. And Mike, thanks very much for being on the show. Tell us more about what this is about.
Well, this event is first of its type in Maryland, and it's very important because it's going to help manufacturers in Montgomery County to be more competitive. In one day, and in one morning, we're going to have an opportunity for manufacturers to meet with resource people that represent over 100 state and local government programs and services to serve manufacturers. In addition, which makes it very unique, is we're going to have manufacturers there who have benefited from some of these resources, so they could talk one-on-one with manufacturers in Montgomery County. So for example, HR directors should attend because they're going to learn what programs are out there to help manufacturers with training dollars or to recruit veterans, for example, to their company. We're also going to have a program there on our energy efficiency program that RMI helps operate to reduce the carbon footprint. This is going to be a phenomenal event. We have many partners across Montgomery County, nonprofit associations that have joined up with us to promote this event. And in addition to the county executive being there, we also have the Maryland Department of Commerce Secretary Kelly Schultz will be there as well, of course with her team from the Department of Labor, Department of Commerce, to help manufacturers. This event is going to be a wonderful event where it's going to be short on talk and it's going to be long on results. So come on out and join us. We got breakfast and have a good time and get connected with these services and programs for manufacturers.
Well, Michael, thank you very much for coming in and giving us that information. If you would like more information about Montgomery County Manufacturing Business Connect, visit the RMI website at rmiofmaryland.com. Students involved in Magruder High School's Army Junior Reserve Officers Training Course program came out to its first ever Eagle Battalion charity golf event at Blue Mash Golf Course in Laytonsville. My MC Media has the story.
I've always grown up in a military household, and I feel that the JROTC program is a great way to learn more about what my father does.
Cadets involved in Magruder High School's Army JROTC program raised funds for their program at the first Eagle Battalion charity golf event at Blue Mash Golf Course in Laytonsville.
We got about 100 kids right now. Our mission is to help the kids realize their potential, to motivate them to be better citizens.
The Army JROTC program has been active at Magruder since 1983. It's partially funded by the county and the Army. In 2017, the Eagle Battalion Booster Club was formed as a nonprofit to offer more financial support to the organization.
We fund things like the military ball, we supplement uniforms, we do competitions, so the competition costs.
We got about 32 kids here today, about 1/3 of the program, taking an entire off day of school to come out here. First of all, to meet the golfers, thank them and the sponsors as well, help them out with their bags and everything else, and then just get them a feel for what duty means.
The event opened with a color guard presentation that paid tribute to 4 cadet alums who died in action. The tribute was organized by a fellow alum of the program.
So we had 3 Army and 1 Marine, and he put together what is called a battlefield cross memorial. Back in the Civil War, the soldiers would fall in high grass, and when they did a sweep, in order to identify where the bodies were, they would take their rifle and stick it in the ground and put their helmet up, which was higher than the grass, so to identify there was a body that needed to be claimed.
The cadets are proud to be involved in the program.
I think it changed me because the main goal of the program is to make you a better citizen, and that really have impacted in my life.
We're held to a higher standard at Magruder. Of course, we learn physical fitness skills, so increasing our mile time, or decreasing, I guess. And we also learn skills of respect.
Other people see it as a sense of prestige, they see people walking around in groups of uniforms and they're like, wow, that looks cool. But for me, I think it's just a sense of unity. You walk around and then you see another person in uniform and you're like, oh, that's one of my guys.
Some cadets hope to continue a life of service after graduation.
My idea is going to the Marines for 4 years or at least 2 years.
I'm trying to get into the Air Force Academy.
There isn't many cadets that come in and leave. I mean, it gives them a home. It's a brotherhood and a sisterhood.
Reporting in Laytonsville, I'm Deirdre Byrne for County Report This Week.
Coming up on County Report This Week, important information you need to know about your driver's license and a look at a recent transformation of the Burtonsville Crossing Shopping Center. So stay with us. County Report This Week. We'll be right back.
Save money and time with Ride-On's Kids Ride Free. That's 24/7 on all Ride-On routes, including flex and most Metro bus routes in the county. Get a K-12 Youth Cruiser Smart Trip card at any Montgomery County Public Library or participating schools. Visit youthcruiser.com for what to bring. Then just tap the card on the fare box to ride. Get the card and get going with Ride-On's Kids Ride Free.
In Montgomery County, we have a goal to reduce waste and recycle 70% of all waste by 2020. By recycling and reducing waste, we save natural resources and make our community even better. So recycle at home, work, school, everywhere, and keep recycling going. For more information, call the Montgomery County, Maryland Division of Solid Waste Services at 311 or visit montgomerycountymd.gov/recycling.
Keep it going. Recycle more now.
Welcome back to County Report This Week. I'm Michael Bruin. On October 5th and 6th, the Burtonsville Crossing Shopping Center was transformed into a vibrant community space thanks to the Montgomery County Planning Department, the Better Block Foundation, and the Burtonsville community. The effort is a part of the Planning Department's Placemaking initiative, which seeks to empower communities across the county to energize public spaces in their neighborhoods. The Burtonsville Placemaking Festival hosted thousands of residents. Here's a recap.
Oh, today is an amazing event. It is our Burtonsville placemaking activity, and it is just incredible. We're building a better Burtonsville, and we have tons of activities and lots of people who come out to enjoy what Burtonsville can be. We're envisioning a great future for this property and for all of Burtonsville.
Today we're taking over an empty parking lot, empty shopping center, thanks to Eden for doing that. And the community has basically embraced the space. They have brought color, they have brought music, arts, entertainment, and the spirit of this community that wants spaces to really be vibrant and be part of who they are. I am so happy and thrilled to see the community coming together, people from all different backgrounds joining, eating, dancing. This is what Montgomery County is all about, and we want to see more of this across the county.
Burtonsville is a hidden gem here in Montgomery County. It's tucked away in the northeast corner, and a lot of people only know it because they drive through it. But this event and the community leaders who have been working hard to build a better Burtonsville are going to put Burtonsville back on the map. And where we are right now is ground zero, making sure that this desolate strip mall really becomes a thriving community center and hub.
Anytime you have a grassroots event like this where the community's coming out and saying, we want activities, change, and things to do, rather than going to Columbia, rather than going to downtown Silver Spring, right here in our community, that is an indication that people are ready for change. They're ready for redevelopment, and I'm hoping with the BRT coming in that people are going to relook at this beautiful, large space that has a lot of potential, and so I'm hoping that will happen.
Sometimes you have to show people what's possible before they can really see it, even in their mind. And so this is a great way to harness the power of the neighborhood's imagination, their aspirations, and try to not just sketch out what can be here in the future, but really build it and demonstrate what's possible.
Shows what the potential is, you know? I mean, this is an amazing community. You know, we have an empty shopping center that we're really struggling to figure out how can we revitalize. And sometimes you can forget just how many people there are who are waiting for something like this to come together for. And so just a reminder of what we can accomplish if we can really focus and make things happen.
By next year, having a Real ID compliant driver's license or ID card will be necessary to board commercial aircraft or gain access to federal facilities. My MC Media's Jordan Lindsay has the story.
Hi, I'm Jordan Lindsay, and I'm here with MDOT Administrator Chrissy Nizer. Today we're going to talk about Real ID and what you need to know to become compliant. Chrissy, thank you so much for your time. I truly appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks for being here.
So tell me a little bit about Real ID.
So Real ID is a federal requirement. It was put in place by Congress after the tragic events of 9/11, and the whole principle is that when motor vehicle agencies across the country issue driver's license and ID cards, we want to confirm the identity of that individual. We know how much identity protection is important to Americans, and that's really the goal.
Thank you. So what do people need to do to become compliant totally?
Well, the first thing I do is encourage all the listeners to go to our website at mva.maryland.gov. We have a Real ID lookup tool. So all you need is your driver's license number. You put that in. It'll tell you whether you're Real ID compliant, or if you're not, it'll walk you through those steps you need to take.
What are some important deadlines people need to know?
So the federal deadline is October 1 of 2020. So at that point, you can't use your driver's license or ID card to board an airplane or enter a federal facility if it's not Real ID compliant. So we want people to get prepared early, not to wait for the last minute.
Got it. And are there any other forms of identification that people can use if they're not compliant by the deadline?
Yes, there are additional documentations. If you have a U.S. passport, you can use that, global entry card. There are a list of documents that TSA puts on their website. So if you have one of those documents, you can use it in place for your driver's license.
Thank you so much, Chrissy. Is there anything else you'd like to add that you want viewers to know?
I just want to encourage everybody to check out the website with the information that's there, the documents that you need to bring, proof of age and identity, Social Security, 2 forms of residency will be required. Encourage everybody to make an appointment if you have to come in. With an appointment, we guarantee to see you within 15 minutes, so we'll get you in and out quickly and make it a good experience for you.
Taking a stroll down Rockville's memory lane is now better than ever. Rockville 11's Craig Buchanan brings you the details.
Rockville is one of Maryland's oldest towns, and taking a stroll down memory lane in the city is now better than ever. After partnering with Peerless Rockville and Heritage Montgomery, the mission to renew all of Rockville's historic walking tour signs is completing in October. Both the African American Heritage and Explore Early Rockville walking tours now feature fresh and modernized signs to help visitors and residents explore and learn more about Rockville's historic and cultural roots.
We think it's a significant upgrade for the tours. We had 2 different systems, and they're now more conventional looking. They look like the National Park Service type of historic signs, and so they'll be easily identifiable.
The project ensured that the new signs are more accessible, more readable, and can last 10 to 20 years in the future. QR codes are now built into the design, which add an interactive experience on the go. To learn more about the city's history, the walking tours, and take a virtual tour, head to rockvillemd.gov/history. For County Report This Week, I'm Craig Buchanan.
With that, we close this edition of County Report This Week. Remember, you can find more information about Montgomery County at montgomerycountymd.gov or follow us on Twitter and Facebook. Join us again at this time next week for a look at what's going on inside Montgomery County. I'm Michael Bruin. Thank you for watching.